If you're looking for a camera that has the latest digital technology, but still honors the old-school mentality of film photography, Fujifilm should be your #1 stop. Generally speaking, the company makes versatile cameras aimed primarily at photography enthusiasts. Whether you're a beginner, a street photography junkie, or a pro looking for that perfect blend of style and performance, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into the top 6 best Fujifilm cameras you can buy right now. From compact powerhouses to feature-packed mirrorless beasts, I'll break down the top models, who they're perfect for, and why they stand out in Fujifilm's incredible lineup. Links to all products mentioned in the video are in the description below. So if you want amazing image quality, classic film-like colors, and cameras that are just as fun to shoot with as they are to look at, stick around, because we've got some real gems coming up. Number 6. Fujifilm X-T30 II. The latest, the Fujifilm X-T30 II, is my favorite version they have done yet, and I don't think I am alone, as it is still yet to be replaced. It's clearly designed to mollify those who have been champing at the bit for an X-T40, and it should just about manage that. Despite its older sensor, the X-T30 II is more than capable of creating gorgeous-looking images, especially with the various film simulation modes enabled, or using film recipes you find online. The X-T30 II is a hugely pleasurable camera to use, with clicky manual dials for a vintage touch. Although the camera is a little cramped for those with large hands. You can also notice where the build quality has been compromised to meet a lower cost, with it just not feeling as good as the main XT lines of camera, or the similarly retro-inspired X100V or X Pro range. But the retro-inspired looks still shine through, and will inspire a few glances out on the street. Despite there being a new model in the roster with the Fujifilm X-T50, this is not a direct replacement for the X-T30 II, with the latter camera still being widely available. The X-T50 is a more advanced but much more expensive camera, and I think the X-T30 II is the far better proposition for anyone after a vintage-looking camera at an affordable price. Still a quality camera, the X-T30 II is the best affordable Fujifilm camera you can get. Number 5. Fujifilm XM5. The Fujifilm XM5 is an impressively compact and stylish camera that feels perfectly tailored for vloggers and content creators. Its 26.1 MP X-Trans CMOS 4 APS-C sensor and X processor 5 deliver stunning image quality, and I was particularly impressed with its 6.2K open-gate video recording. This feature opens up creative possibilities, especially for those wanting to crop or reframe for different aspect ratios. While the camera's small size and top-plate control dials make it highly portable and user-friendly, I missed having a built-in viewfinder. The reliance on digital image stabilization is another compromise, as it introduces a noticeable crop factor, meaning you'll need to use wider lenses for vlogging. However, the autofocus system is excellent, with reliable subject detection, including animal eye AF, and touch tracking autofocus for video. Audio quality is another standout. The XM5's internal directional microphones, combined with improved wind filtering, deliver noticeably better sound, which is a big plus for content creators. In lab tests, the camera's resolution and dynamic range really impressed me, outperforming rivals like the Canon EOS R50 and Nikon Z30, especially with its cleaner images at higher ISOs. Although it lacks a viewfinder, the 3-inch vari-angle touchscreen is bright and responsive, making it easy to compose shots. Overall, the XM5 offers a compelling mix of portability, power, and features, making it a strong contender for creators who value performance in a compact package. Number 4. Fujifilm X100VI. Fujifilm's X100V was the camera that sparked the internet's current obsession with Fujifilm's retro-styled modern cameras. The launch of the Fujifilm X100VI certainly hasn't slowed down that momentum, and according to many sources, the X100VI is the most pre-ordered camera of all time. Is this all just overhyped? Absolutely not. The Fujifilm X100VI is still my top choice for anyone who wants a beautiful and premium compact camera without the faff of changing lenses. The X100VI has a fixed lens that is roughly equivalent to 35mm on a full-frame camera, and is my personal focal length of choice for street or travel photography. There are converters available for the X100V to make the lens wide or more tele, but I find these a little overpriced. They can also be hard to find. When it comes to image quality, the X100V has the same 40.2 MP X-Trans sensor as the flagship-level Fujifilm X-T5, which is an exceptional sensor. This is paired with the latest X Processor 5, which enables autofocus recognition and tracking for even more subjects including animals, birds, and vehicles. The X100 also adds 6K video, albeit at a slight 1.23 times crop, or there is always 4K video with no crop if you don't need that extra resolution. Finally, the X100VI adds in-body stabilization, which makes video a little smoother, and the camera better in low light with slower shutter speeds. The wonderful hybrid optical viewfinder is also a major highlight, and one of the reasons I'm still obsessed with rangefinder cameras, as my last-ditch attempt to keep an optical viewfinder in an increasingly mirrorless EVF world. The Fujifilm X100V was notorious for being perpetually out of stock around the world, with a months-long waiting list. So I'm keenly watching to see if Fujifilm has resolved its manufacturing hiccups with this model. Number 3. Fujifilm XH2S. The Fujifilm XH2S is, in our reviewer's opinion, one of the best APS-C hybrid cameras ever made, which is high praise. Indeed, and an opinion I am inclined to agree with, as each time I have used this camera, I have left very impressed by the speed and power. The XH2S is the fastest camera in the Fujifilm X mount range, made for professional and enthusiast sports and wildlife photographers where keeping up with the action is paramount. The XH2S can shoot at 40 FPS with minimal screen blackout, alongside its in-body image stabilization to keep those big telephoto lenses even steadier. Not just for stills though, the XH2S can also capture 6K video or 4K at up to 120 pixel, and has a flip-out vari-angle screen and a 5.76 minutes electronic viewfinder. I love the 1.5 times crop factor of APS-C sensors for their ability to get a little closer to the action with smaller-sized optics, and Fujifilm has a well-built out lens collection with options for every situation from wide to tele, as well as a choice of zooms and primes. So no matter how and what you like to shoot, you're covered. The XH2S body is also built for professional handling, with a big chunky grip to easily hold on to while shooting with larger lenses. The XH2S also has a comfortable button and dial layout for quick controls, with none of the retro dials from Fuji's cooler cameras to be found here. All this additional power, however, comes at a price, with the XH2S being the most expensive camera in Fujifilm's APS-C lineup, although the XH2S offers excellent specs that eclipse its closest rivals in the APS-C space, like the Canon EOS R7. Compared to similar full-frame cameras, the XH2S can look like a bargain. Number 2. Fujifilm XS20. I fell hard for the Fujifilm XS20 when I tested it. I was just so impressed at the amount of features that Fujifilm had managed to squeeze into its little body, and how little they were charging for it. It's a video camera, it's a stills camera, it is good for travel or the streets. I think this is probably one of the best cameras on the market right now for a lot of people. The X-Trans 4 sensor might be the same as the XS10, but this is no bad thing, as I am still very impressed with the photos today. However, the XS20 sets itself apart with a big bump from Fuji's new X Processor 5, which not only brings the best of Fujifilm's pinpoint autofocus recognition and tracking, but also video processing that belongs in a more premium-priced camera. Despite its small and compact size, the XS20 is a deceptively powerful video camera capable of 6K video with open gate and numerous codecs for those filmmakers who like to get in-depth with video editing. With subject recognition and tracking in videos including face recognition and dedicated vlogging features, content creators especially will find a lot to love in the XS20. While the camera isn't in Fujifilm's popular classic retro style like the X-T5 or X-T30 II, I still think the camera looks very good, and I found it a joy to use with excellent handling, and it offers more straightforward controls than those two cameras with their all-manual dials. The introductory price is a little higher than the previous XS20, which might put some people off, although I think the price bump is justified, as for the cost, you are getting a considerably capable camera that punches above its status. Number 1. Fujifilm X-T5. The Fujifilm X-T5 is the company's latest camera in its hugely popular XT range. Now, I am someone who owns just a few too many vintage film cameras, So naturally, I love Fujifilm's XT range for its incredible classic style, which takes influence from classic cameras from the days of film. The X-T5 features traditional dials on the top of the camera, which will help you change ISO and shutter speed settings quickly. But don't let the retro looks fool you. Under the hood, the X-T5 is also at the cutting edge for digital camera tech. Like all X-series cameras, the Fujifilm X-T5 has an APS-C sensor with a massive 40.2 MP resolution, which is also capable of recording 10-bit 4:2:2 video. At 6.2K 30p, has in-body stabilization for steady shooting, and a 3-way tilting touchscreen for flexible image composition. This is a camera that is ideal for professionals or serious enthusiasts alike. If anyone says that APS-C sensors are fundamentally worse than full frame, then I would counter with this camera. After testing the X-T5, I was so blown away by the image quality, video design, and build of such a compact and lightweight camera that I ended up buying one for myself. This concludes our ranking of the best Fujifilm cameras. If you find this video to be useful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment. For your time, I'm grateful. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you found this video to be helpful in any way so you won't miss any upcoming stuff. Whoever got this far. When the next video comes out, I want to see you there.